Live Pound Town, Pound Town. Oh, well, hello there.
Dude,
Welcome.
don't come on here singing that nonsense, man.
Tell me that's not a.
What are you talking about?
Tell me that's not a hit, bro. Tell me that's not a banger. You know,
I don't care what it is.
welcome to the Rich Drink Show. It is your boy G with your boy Smok3og. We out here doing our thug thizzle. Giving y'all just a little tidbit of everything from culture to fashion to interviews. Just a little entertainment, man, for your everyday life. Happy Friday to you.
Sports, music, all of
Big
that.
culture. You understand me?
Yeah, yeah.
Movies, all that.
Mm-hmm.
We only can give it to you one way, man, and that's the way, that's the way they would perceive in our mind because we are dreamers, you did. Shout out to the Rich Dreamzz Apparel. Make sure you follow us at Rich Dreams _ apparel on Instagram, Facebook, at TikTok, Rich Dreams Apparel. All one word. Dreams with two Z's. And make sure you shopping on your Etsy.com, getting all your merch. You'll see us rocking some throughout the show.
Of course.
And you'll see some QR codes popping up where you can scan. Go and get your merch right now. Don't even gotta wait on it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Um, man, hope everybody had a good week. Want to pop off your weekend right? Get right into it. Uh, of course, we late because we niggas. Sometimes we don't be on time, but the time,
Yeah, we were supposed to do this last
hey,
month,
the
right?
timing is always impeccable. And the thing is, I don't like that. I don't like that first thing. How we just everything is based down to whatever month it is, and then as soon as the month is
Yeah.
over, like we ain't supposed to talk about it anymore.
Move to the next.
Right? Like, come on, man. Like, but if you hadn't guessed, we talk about mental health as our RLS topic for today, man. Like we're saying, mental health month was last month in May, but uh, I think this is intentional right here because you
Mm.
think about it all the time. The mind is one of those things that you have to sharpen just like a muscle. Um, as you get older, as you age, as you embark on different, just journeys in your life. And just like everything else, if you don't use it, you lose it. So
No
a
doubt.
part of that is making sure that, you know, you're not bogged down with anxieties. Um, and if you do have clinical illnesses like depression, um, or, just anything that you might be dealing with, that you take those steps to shake yourself back, try not to let it consume you. You understand?
Yeah.
Um, I think one of the ways that I really just go about taking some mental health is sometimes turning it off, whether that be the social media, uh, the TV, um, work. Um, Sometimes you just got to really disconnect and just get back to like, okay, let me just be with my own thoughts for a little bit. Because sometimes hearing all that outside chatter can make you a little just livid, man. Make you a little crazy on the inside.
Yeah.
What's the tip you got, G? What's one of the things that you do to try to take care of your mental health?
Uh, I can't say. Um, as far as going to see a therapist or anything like that, I am. It's crazy. I'm an advocate of um going see one, but I have yet to go and see one. It's definitely something that I know I'm gonna need at some point. I know I need to do. Um, man, over a period of time, in life, man, it just it starts to wear on us. You hit 30, 40 years old and all of this, you can't tell me, everybody, we all go through things every day on a day-to-day basis, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes, we do have certain traumas that we do just push to the back, and maybe never deal with. But for someone that, it may be some people out there that does not believe in going to a therapist, which, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't believe in going to a therapist. I think
If
it's
they say that mean you crazy.
I think it's a good thing to have an outside unbiased opinion, because sometimes you may go to your homies or somewhat one of your a person that you're dealing with or whatever, and they may give you answers just to maybe ease your mind, or like, yeah, well, well, such and such, you oh, that really wasn't.
Or it could
Sometimes
be their
yeah,
validation.
sometimes you need an outside opinion of somebody that don't know you at all,
Yeah.
but some things that I do, man, I just try to I'm very good at compartmentalizing things. um, um Over time I've learned to it's like the serenity prayer, like I control what I can control.
Mhm.
Things that I can't control, I really try not to worry about. And I think that's helped me a lot for sure. Um, but yeah, man. But sometimes like it is good to just vent sometimes. Especially as men, definitely as black men in America. Not just today. We talking, you know, you know, from all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like years ago, like our dads and our granddad, like,
Right.
we go through we have different levels of I guess you could say just problems than
Yeah.
a white male or maybe a Mexican male, or you know what I'm saying? We just go through different things.
Nah, black trauma is definitely a different
Yeah,
type.
yeah, yeah, definitely. We go through different things, so I think it's good to vent to somebody for sure. But I think at the end of the day, you should go and see, a therapist, because it's mental maintenance. It's just like going to the doctor or whatever. But it's your mental. So, but yeah, that's one thing. A couple things I would say. Make sure you have somebody that you can vent to, that will also tell you the truth. It could be somebody that you know, but somebody that will definitely tell you the truth, um, and also learn how to understand that you can only control what you can control.
Right.
Yeah,
Man, I think that's some good tidbits, man. Um, because in life there's gonna be things that on the daily that are out of our
yeah,
control.
yeah.
Uh, and like you said, you got to be able to compartmentalize and just
Mhm.
say, you know what, I'm gonna put this over here with the, hey, it didn't kill me. I get to move on and do what I had to do, pal, and just go from there.
Learn from it, grow from it.
Definitely, like you said, having that source to where you can express yourself and vent. Um, and I think that's another good thing about having a therapist, whereas going to somebody that you know personally. Sometimes a therapist will just let you vent and will even ask you and be like, do you want me to respond or do you want me just to listen? And
Hmm.
sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need to let what
Just
you need to
here.
let out and not
Just
even really hear nobody's input on it, but you just need to hear yourself say it. And then you might come up on your own little revelation.
Yeah, sometimes you do just need an ear. But I think at the same time, where a therapist comes in very handy, is because they have no they I think they'll come in handy because
Like a Swiss Army knife. I see.
I don't, like I said, I done had friends or whatever that they went to therapy. I haven't yet myself, but and they'll tell me kind of what goes on. But I think where a therapist will come in handy is, you can tell them, hey, what's going on, this, and that, and they're like I say, they're non-biased. They just telling you from what you're telling them. They're assessing it, and they're telling you, well, this is what I'm hearing,
Right.
or this is my assessment of whatever it is, the topic at hand or whatever you're talking about. Like they're giving you just their honest opinion of whatever the scenario is. So I think sometimes we need that to maybe um because a lot of us, the hardest thing to do, man, I think, is to look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable.
Mm,
We all want to, at some point in our lives, we have all wanted to blame someone else or something else for our problems, right?
that's
We
me.
can admit, we've all been there,
I'm still looking for something that's my fault. It ain't never my fault.
I know. So that's why I'm telling you, a therapist would be good for you, man. Because this is somebody that got the credentials, and it ain't just somebody saying, "Yeah, I think you." Oh, this is somebody that got credentials. But now, but yeah, we all want to, at some point, like I said, at some point in our lives, we all want to point the finger and blame
Yeah,
somebody else for this, or I couldn't have, I couldn't because, or if they wouldn't have did this, this wouldn't have, you know.
yeah,
I think that's where a therapist comes in and be like, well, if you would have done this, or if you go back to control what you can control, you know.
man. Uh, that's definitely something I feel like that plays on a lot of people is just having that man. I got to look in the mirror and really see what part I played in this.
It was
It's
the
just so
hardest thing I had to do. One of the hardest things I had to do for my growth
yeah,
in life, for real. Yep.
man,
I had to look myself in the mirror and be like, yo, G, you the reason why you not why you where you want to be at right now. What you gonna do?
right,
Yeah.
man. And see, that's a cool thing that you was able to really just have that talk and initiate that with yourself to get that fire started, man. So you
Yeah.
heard from two brothers that ain't going yet, but we advocates for it. Go to therapy and get your mind right.
Yeah.
That's another
And
little
we gonna go too eventually. Yeah,
yeah.
we gonna
Okay.
go. Gonna
Okay.
go.
I I ain't gonna lie. I got it as a goal once I hit a certain financial level because I ain't gonna lie
Why financial level? It ain't that
because
expensive to see a
I feel
therapist.
like my trauma is a part of my personality,
Okay.
and I feel like I need to use that to get to the plateau that I want to get to. And once I get there, then I can try to fix some things. But I feel like
Hell no. What you talking about, dude?
I'm serious right
You
now.
feel like if you go to a therapist, you won't be able to.
I can't excel without the crazy,
Man,
man.
this supposed to be a serious topic, man. What the hell is you talking about, man? Now listen,
I'm out here telling my truth. I'm living in my truth.
hey, look, but nah, this see the thing is, I believe, and like I say, I haven't went, but I know a few people that has, and they gave me detailed
I know some therapists, damn it.
exactly, and people have given me details on kind of how the process goes. From what they tell me, is really just them helping you to understand yourself better. That's all it really is, you know. And also, of course, they help you get over trauma
Yeah,
that you've had over the years, or maybe in your childhood or whatever, whenever. But the main thing is, I think, is they're helping you to understand yourself better so that you don't go down that same road, so that you don't make those same mistakes and
right.
things like that. So I think you'll be all right. You don't have to wait until you make $1 million, anything like that. Yeah, I think,
Who told
I
you
think,
my plateau?
huh?
Who told you that was my plateau? Chill out.
Well, I'm just, I don't think you have to wait on that necessarily, but but if you feel like, honestly, bro, if you feel like if that's how you really want to do it, then by all means,
I mean, who knows? I honestly I live on and this is not to say, like we were just talking about how things some you gotta pay attention to some things that you do to put yourself in certain situations. But I do also believe that we live in a pathway where sometimes things just happen inevitably. So if it's meant for me to go sooner, I'll go sooner. If I feel like that's something I really need to do, but just for my
So
day,
do you feel like I'll tell you what it is with me. I'm just procrastinating. That's all. I'm gonna be honest. I'm procrastinating on going. Do you feel like you need to go?
for me, it's more so because I've already surpassed. I feel like some of the harder parts of my life so thus far, knock
Uh-huh.
on wood,
Okay.
I feel like it was necessary for me, more necessary for me to go. Then I still feel like I should go. I feel like I need to go, and I'm
Yeah.
going to go. But I just don't feel like at this point in my life it's that important to where it's like on the
I
top.
disagree. I disagree.
Okay,
I disagree. Can we be candid?
go ahead, man.
Okay. Me and you both, we lost our moms, right?
Sure.
I lost my mom at was I 29? I was 29 years old.
Right.
You lost your mom at 14 years old, right?
Hmm.
Dude, and your pops wasn't in your life around the time, right?
Yeah.
Dude, no, you still need to go. No, I mean, in my opinion, this is just my opinion.
Like I said,
You're a grown man. You're a grown man because you got to think about it, bro. You lost your mom at an age where it was still a highly influential age, and you didn't have another biological parent to go to.
right.
Of course, you have adults and guardians that looked after you and all of that, but that had to be traumatic. I don't, in my opinion, like I say, I don't feel like that's something that you can just get over and be
No.
like time will heal it to where it's not trauma anymore. I think that's still traumatic. It was traumatic for me at 29, just in the position that I was in my life at the time. I'm basically 2 weeks away from finishing barber school to hopping into my career that, my mom sacrificed and gave me her whipped, gave me a car to come, basically to chase my dream in another city. And 2 weeks before, she passed. So, and I feel like that's definitely traumatic for me. So I couldn't imagine losing her at 14 and, having to go through all of the things that you went through, with losing her. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. And it's some things like that's just still like hard to
Yeah,
talk about to this day.
exactly.
Just because it was like I was so young and just
Yeah.
really starting to form into who I'm going to be as a person.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you talking about just feeling like you completely alone. So it's like literally, I mean, when it's just you and your moms, you feel like, dang, okay, this is the one person I know for
I
sure,
know. I know she got me.
right? Like
Yeah.
to feel
Yeah.
like you in a world where okay, the one person that genuinely cared about me for sure 100% is gone, and it's people that say they love you and they care about you, but it's like you not 100% sure that that
I
person,
know she do.
right,
I know she do. I'm not. That's not without of a doubt. And that's it's kind of the same way with me, bro. That and listening to you say that shit break my heart because I was like that at my age, and in 29, 30, here I am. My life changed when I became a barber. Not too long after. I started to elevate in life some. And it's crazy because like I don't have kids yet or whatever. And at the time, you know, I was thinking about just saying 2 weeks away from finishing my hours to go take the test to be a barber. I was initially I was just like, man, what am I doing this for?
right,
Like, I wanted to get into a position that was my driving force to be able to get in a position to where I could look after my mom and hey, here goes some money, go on a trip, um, buy you this, buy you that. Once I was able to, hey, you want a car? Yeah, you just pay the insurance, I pay the car note. whatever. Well, I pay the insurance. The insurance won't be that goddamn high because she was older. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to be able to do stuff like that. And like you say, of course, me and my pops, we have a great relationship today. But we our relationship was, it was I would say inconsistent throughout my I would say my 20s and all of that. It was inconsistent, but like you said, I knew I had moms. You know what I'm saying? I knew she had my back through whatever. And to even sometimes, now, bro, it's just I look at, you know, how well I'm doing in life, and it's just like, man, bro, like I really wish she could be here to see this and reap the benefits of her, her baby boy, doing well and you know,
Yeah, man.
put just I just feel like I'm just pushing, I'm just pushing forward, man. And my mission is to make her proud. I always say that, like, my mission is now to make her proud, you know what I'm saying? So
Nah,
uh,
I'm hearing you wholeheartedly because going through that similar situation, I've had some of those same thoughts,
yeah,
especially early on because I was in high school. It was like
yeah,
a part of me was on some, okay, I'm gonna finish high school, get my degree for what though? Like you saying, like my mom not there to clap for me, to cheer me on,
yeah.
to celebrate with me after, none of that. So it's almost like the victories are hollow a little bit. It's
That's
like,
exactly that's exactly what it is.
yeah,
That's exactly what it is. I can imagine having my first child, crying because my mom won't be here to meet him or her.
and be
No.
honest, bro, that actually scares me, bro.
Yeah,
That really legit scares me because it's like my mom's not here. I know my dad now, but I don't really have a relationship with him. So it's just like
yeah,
my my kid, I don't feel like it's gonna really feel like they have that family aspect besides
exactly,
at home.
exactly,
I don't
exactly.
know. It's crazy. But
But I think, again, going back to keeping it, to what we're talking about.
yeah,
You see how deep we just got off into that, bro? We need to go to.
yeah, it's still some
We need to go.
it's still some healing that needs to happen.
It's necessary, man. I still, like I said, I still get choked up about it. I still cry randomly about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's it'd be times where I maybe just be watching something on TV and
Oh,
something happen. Yeah, man, and I'll get choked up about it. So
honestly,
that tells me.
I
Uh,
hate that more because it's like if it makes sense, I ain't gonna say I liked it, but it was kind of better at the beginning because I knew I was gonna cry, for a
yeah,
couple of days or weeks or whatever.
yeah,
It's the random ones that kind of just
I
be like,
swear.
fuck.
Yep,
It wasn't even, and then just little things bring you back to a place you have a memory or whatever.
yep, yep,
Shit's crazy.
yep.
Uh,
Hearing people, um, we didn't all been there, um, talk to their moms crazy. Well, I never really talked to my mom crazy, but it's a lot of people that neglect the fact that your mom not gonna be here forever, man. And to anybody out there, like, appreciate them, show them you love them, tell them you love them. Man, I know moms get on your nerves, man. I know they do. Like, my mama used to get on my nerves, but I wish she was here to get on my nerves right now. So cherish that, man. Even though it get on your nerves,
yeah, embarrass you, whatever.
cherish, cherish it, man. Cherish it, because she not gonna be here forever. Or your father, either parent, you know.
Anybody, man, these days, if you really
Yeah,
have love for somebody,
yeah,
tell them, show them, appreciate them, even if y'all having a falling out or whatever. Like,
yeah, no doubt.
is abundantly short. We're seeing it more and more every day.
Mm-hmm.
Make your relationships count, man.
Yep.
Um, let's move right along, man, because we
This kind of got something to do with it. Yeah, it
really, really.
kind of what we leaving off on. This kind of.
You know what? That's another thing. Because create safe spaces for people, and you know, don't be afraid to be in a safe space and open up, especially when somebody has let you know that it's okay.
Yeah,
That's I think that's an aspect of mental health, is being able to share.
no doubt, no doubt.
Definitely, this is something I want to implement more, but I've gotten this tip from just a lot of friends and different people. Meditation.
Hmm.
I've heard that really can play a part on your mental health, just getting you to really kind of relax and focus in on certain aspects and things like that. Um, and I don't think it has to be anything super long. Um, I'm gonna try to start. Well, no, this I'm gonna start. I'm gonna be intentional. I'm gonna
There you
start
go.
maybe just a minute in the morning and
Yeah.
see how that
Do
works.
five. Do five.
Do five.
Do five, man.
Challenge myself, man. Do
Yeah,
five.
challenge yourself, man.
All
Do
right.
five.
I'm gonna do three because that's my number.
Meet me in the middle, man.
You know, I gotta haggle, man.
No
Uh,
doubt, bro.
all right. Oh, some other tips that I saw as well. As well as your physical health, working out can help
Yeah,
with your
definitely.
mental health as well.
Definitely.
Um, when you see people that are older and they're in better shape, typically they tend to be of sound mind as well. So
Yeah.
that definitely, I'm sure, plays a part. So getting that gym like I'm gonna do after this episode.
Mm. I'll be in there tomorrow.
I did some things this weekend that probably wasn't in my best interest.
Set your back, huh? Set your back.
We're gonna shake back. That's all right.
Already.
Let me see. You got any more mental health tidbits, man? Any tips?
Nah.
All right. Um, I tell you one thing that can kind of help us segue to the next topic. Um, being positive, just with things around you, um, with your personal self, whatever it may be, I think is also a good aspect of mental health. Just not being down on, your circumstances or your appearance or anything like that. Be positive.
Right.
Look at the things that are going well and what you do as far as just your individual powers that makes you special. Everybody unique, man.
No
So you
doubt.
gotta lean into what makes you.
No doubt.
On our next topic, man, this is some solo news. Uh, DC Young Fly's partner. They've been together since 2015, so almost a decade. Got three children together.
Mm.
Um, has passed away, man. So rest in heaven to Miss Jackie O. Uh, I honestly didn't know too much of her career besides just being a social media influencer.
I think he met her. She was one of the Wild and Out girls, I want to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As I was watching news clips and everything, I started to
Yeah.
see more of that. But
Yeah.
it's just like we were just talking about. It's crazy how you can lose people that you love like that, man. Um, and just really hope that DC and his baby girls, man, they're gonna be all right and well
Right.
wishes to them.
Did you hear what happened to her?
So when I was watching the news reports, at first they were
Mm.
saying they didn't really have anything, and then um, there was a Florida news station because it happened down there in
Right.
Miami,
Mm.
and she was having a procedure done.
What
Um,
kind of procedure?
it was a cosmetic deal. It's something called. It's not a technical term, but it's like a mommy makeover.
That's a BBL and a breast lift.
Ooh, see, I didn't know that.
Now, see, the thing is with that, man, and my heart go out to DC, man, because I couldn't imagine, having three kids and my old lady, pass, like in general, just in general. Couldn't imagine that, man. My heart go out to the dude, man, and her family as well. But my thing is, man, and I know this is a popular thing right now amongst women.
No,
The
seriously.
BBLs, every woman want a big ass now.
And they say that's our fault because
No, that's
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no, no. That's not our fault. That's
it's the
not
male
our.
patriarchy, man. What do you
That's
mean?
a self-esteem issue. I would say. Um, I just think it's not that serious, bro. To risk your life with a surgery like that, um, just for looks, just for optics.
Right.
You know, and honestly, especially when you already have someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so I really hope that this anybody thinking of getting this surgery, I really hope that it like scares them away from getting it.
Right.
I really do. I really hope it scares them away from getting it.
I doubt
And
it, but I hear you. I doubt it, but
yeah,
I hear you.
what you say?
I doubt it, but I hear you.
Yeah, I doubt it too. But
Because
yeah,
I mean, for me, seeing the boss jobs would scare me. I mean,
yeah, yeah, just the box, yeah, just those. Not even like the depth, but yeah, just seeing how these ladies they have these horror stories, maybe years after and all of that.
yeah,
What's happened to them after? And my whole thing is, man, I think the thing is in America in general, we want everything instantaneously.
right.
Um, so this is just another one of those things. But the thing is, after you get the surgery, you got to work out anyways to keep it looking nice.
True.
So it's like, come on, man, just go ahead and just go to the gym. You can bypass all of this risking your life for looks. You
But
know,
you're not gonna look as good when you're doing the workout videos in your regular body as you will with the BBL.
stop it, dude.
I'm
Stop
just
it.
saying, bro.
Stop it, man. See, you always take this lane, man. Nah, I get, but nah, but see
But,
that,
not,
and
but check me out, G, for real.
go ahead.
Check me out. Like for men, I know it's I think harder for us to understand, but for women, that can be a legit come up. Like your body can really like take you off, type of thing.
Okay, if you're in that
Like
space, for
like
sure.
it's some chicks, I feel like they get the BBL and then they start a workout channel.
Man, listen. Hold on. And I get that for those chicks that's in that space and they want to be in that space. But you got the regular everyday chicks that got a regular job on the BBL.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
trying to be thick at the office.
Come on, man. Like I can understand if this is your job. Hey, this will come with the job. I got to keep looking good. I got to keep this body up. I got to keep looking good. I mean, I still don't agree with it, but hey, that's how you make your money by looking good. I get it. But we talking about the average chick that's just working a job. Like those are the chicks that want it now. A lot of those females want it now.
They getting it too. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's so cheap now. You know what I'm saying? It's so cheap, but it to me it's just it's a risk not worth taking. This lady just not to put any smut on her, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just hoping that we can, the women can learn from it. Like we say, we know they're gonna do what they want to do because they want what they want or whatever, whoever it is. But it's just a situation that you can learn from and look at it and get some insight and hopefully it can change your mind and just do it. Just go to the gym. It's gonna take longer for sure,
Mhm.
but just go to the gym.
Hey, I can't be mad at them wise words. Uh, you think? Do you think that probably played a part? Just with her being in the game so long, feeling like she's got to,
Keep up appearance or something.
yeah,
Possibly, yeah, possibly. I don't know if she's really like a public figure like that. This is my first time seeing her. Whenever I knew he had a baby mom that was a
right.
wilding out girl and all of that, but I really never seen her until she passed.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I heard the name a few times, like before.
Never even heard her name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard her name a couple times, but just never.
but I hear she create content. She was creating content on YouTube and all that
Yeah,
though.
she had 1 million followers on the ground, so she
Yeah,
helped me out here. Uh, but definitely condolences, man. Um,
for sure.
like I said, shout out to DC and his little girls. Wish them nothing but just peace in this time, man. Because Like I said, loss of any kind is just not where you want to be.
Not at all, man.
Um, Let me ask you a question though.
Hmm.
Would you sponsor a BBL?
What you mean? Buy somebody one?
Would you sponsor one?
That's what you saying? Buy somebody one.
Yeah, would you sponsor?
I buy him a gym membership.
Hey, practice what you preach, man. I can't be mad at that.
Gym membership. That's all you get from me.
Would you partake?
Hmm. Well, partake. What you mean?
Would you reap the benefits of said BBL?
I plead the fifth.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, man. What is you talking about? This dude, you're crazy.
Oh, man. It's fun for the likes on the gram, though, ain't it?
Nah.
It'd be fun for the likes on the gram, though, don't it?
What's that?
The BBL.
What do you mean? The fun for the likes?
Just watch, see 'em.
Just to see it?
Yeah.
I mean, nah, they looking, it look decent, it look good, but
Some of them, you gotta.
yeah, some of them don't be matching the legs. Some don't match the legs.
Help pass the time sometimes. Oh, going on, man. Getting to these sports, dog.
What we got going on in the sports world, man?
Of course,
Finals?
finals, of course, is still going on. They just tied it up.
Tied it up. I told boys.
Hey, man, the Heats.
Now they had to get one of those two. I was harping on them getting that first one,
Yeah,
but they had to get one of those first two. They had to steal home court advantage just to have a chance to win it. Because I'm looking at it, they probably gonna lose one of these next two. If they win both of them, though, ooh,
I don't
yeah,
see that happening.
that's what I'm saying. I give them one of these next two.
Yeah,
If they prove me wrong, good. But I give them one of these next two. I think Yoke might come out this game 3 in. But I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I'm just looking at game 2. Like it seems like the Heat then kind of figured out how to play these guys,
right.
um, how to defend them. They play in that zone. Remember that zone I was talking about? How they played against the Celtics. It was very effective with in the Celtics series. Now it was effective in game 2.
Right.
Yeah, Yo got 40, but nobody else did really anything. Jamal Murray came on a little bit late, but nobody else really did anything. At least they're key contributors normally.
And
But
see,
yeah,
that's how I felt too. Like I thought that was the key. If you
uh,
can limit Murray, which he didn't come on to what, the fourth quarter last?
you did say that. You did say that.
If you can limit Murray,
Yep.
like we seen Joker gonna do
You
him,
can't stop him. You can't stop him.
but he's also dropped a 50-point triple double in a loss.
Yep.
So
And
hey,
it was a 40-point loss. Yep.
he did numbers all day.
Yep. In his game, he's more he scores very well,
Oh yeah,
but he's way more effective when he's facilitating.
right, right.
So nah, you definitely had a good point in that one. And it worked for him in game 2. It
Yeah.
worked for him. They got the dub. And also on the Heat side, they got some guys. I honestly felt like, bro, from game 1, they really missed a lot of open shots.
What? Then Strus missed 10 open
10.
threes. At least 6 of them.
I think he missed 7 threes and 10 total shots. He
was either 9 or 10, but it was
like
definitely
9 3. Yeah, maybe like 9 threes and 10 total. Like you went over, Nick. You
Right.
went over, bro. Like you went over 10.
What I
And
will say, I commend him on, because I used to hate. Just a few weeks ago, the Lakers. He wasn't scared.
he came back shooting. That's how you supposed to do.
Wasn't scared. I appreciate.
And
it.
I think what I think that's a credit to. The boys know they ain't supposed to be in that motherfucker. Really, they really know. Hey, they playing like. Of course, they got that confidence, but you can still have the confidence to be like, man, I'm gonna come out here and let it fly. Cause man, we was the 8 seed. We was in the play-in. We played 2 games in the play-in.
Whew.
We barely got in, so we gonna leave it all out here. Yeah.
I like that. Um, sorry.
I
Damn it.
got one for you real quick with the sports.
What's up?
You know that Ja, I don't know if you heard it, bless you. I don't know if you heard this or not, but you know that Ja came back and said recently that it was a toy gun that he had in the latest video. And that's serious. Like, that's not me joking. He said that was a toy gun, bro. Yeah. He took that story to the league and said it was a toy gun.
I believe. I believe. You ain't riding with Ja? Ride with Ja. Make that a hashtag. Ride with Ja.
Man, please, man. Please, man, that dude right there gonna find it. He gonna hey, they talking about Ja trying hard to get in the hood.
Want that ghetto pass bad, boy.
I heard somebody say, man, Ja trying hard to get in the hood. Boys used to try hard to get out the hood. He tried hard to get in the hood, man.
He trying to see where the plug is, man.
Man.
Tell these streets say where you want to be.
He gonna find out. He keep on.
All right, before we get into the next sports topic, by the time everybody see this, game 3 will be to happen.
Right.
Man, you saying you giving the Heat one of the next 2, but you don't know if it's gonna be this one. Is Tyler Hero gonna be back? I hear Tyler Hero's supposed to be coming back.
Out for game 3. They already ruled him out.
For real?
They already ruled him out. I think that man. Because it's like, bro, like they so with the Heat, it's kind of like with them, they're gonna play solid defense, right? We all know they're gonna play good defense. They're gonna give effort. They're not gonna cheat you on effort. But lately, going back to the Boston series, like Jimmy hadn't been spectacular. He was good in that game 7. He was good in that game 7, but and game 6, I think too. He was good in game 6 and 7, but he hadn't been like 40-point Jimmy,
since they
high 30-point Jimmy. Yeah. So
started with that
and with that, right. And with that, it's kind of like now they're relying on somebody, one or two players, to give them a big game.
Yeah.
They don't have nobody like, okay, we gonna have these 2 guys. Like besides like Bam and Jimmy, we gonna have these 2 guys gonna help us out. We know they don't have that. So it's like,
I mean, Caleb Morgan became that at the end of that.
He did. He was in the Boston series, but I think he had like something, he was sick or something, and he didn't really play that many minutes. He hadn't really played many minutes in the finals so far.
We saw. I mean, definitely game 1, he wasn't really on nothing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like they having to really do it by committee and like hope that somebody come along with Jimmy and Bam every night. Right. And we don't really know who it's gonna be. Like the first game, Strus was 0 for 10. Right. Came out the second game, I think he hit like 3 threes in a row, like in the first quarter, right? Something like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say,
came on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Nuggets gonna shake back and get game 3. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I say he take 4 though.
Okay.
What you got?
That's how I feel about it. I feel like Denver gonna come in. Joker, he ain't gonna be playing no game. He already come in with the stone face, but he really gonna be serious now because they lost. Because all he about is winning. Porter gonna feel like he need to step up because he played like trash last game.
Yeah.
And
Caldwell.
Yeah. They gonna step up, and then like you say, I'm going to game 4 too. I think they gonna get whited out. The Heat gonna burn them out. Game 4.
I think Hero will be back game 4 too. I think he'll end up coming back game 4.
Okay.
That's just what I think.
Yeah. And then that just feeds into it's gonna be turn up time. Yeah.
Yep. But man, also before we get to the next topic in sports, I think something that needs to be pointed out is I want to see how the coach over there adjust and make adjustments. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to see because we know what Spo do.
Yep.
Spo that dude. I want to see how Mike Malone. I want to see how he adjusts to what the Heat are doing to him when they're on offense.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Really, he hadn't had to do, a lot of adjusting so far.
Yeah, he definitely didn't in the Western Conference Final.
Just gonna keep going back. All right.
Nah, but but they didn't kind of slid. They didn't
Yeah.
slid. They just slid on to the final. They ain't really had too much tough. Who they had in the first round? Do you remember?
Was it the Timberwolves?
I think so. Did they 4-0 them or
It
4-1
was like
them?
4-1, yeah.
4-1. Yeah. So they kind of,
Yeah.
you
They
know,
kind of
kind of.
Millie rocked in this thing.
Yeah. They ain't really been tested too much. So we'll see. We'll see what type of adjustments he made.
I like it.
Interested to
Oh
see.
yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, man, I think you said we had some news about Uncle Shay Shay.
Oh man, this one hurt me too, man. I ain't lying, because well, I honestly hope that the dude stays on TV. But Skip and Shannon, man, Shannon, Fox Sports, they just bought out Shannon for the rest of his contract.
Man,
She's actually leaving Skip early, like he's leaving the show earlier than
what is
than he was supposed to. So um, it, it's I could see it coming
mm,
this year. Like you can tell that their arguments
things
this
to be a
year
little bit more
were
heated.
they had more intense arguments than they usually
Yeah,
had. More of them this year than previous years. In the one argument where I seen, a lot of people was like, "Oh, well, this the Mar Hamlin situation." I think that's
mm,
when Skip told Shannon, man, Skip don't play by Tom Brady. See,
oh yeah,
Skip do not play by Tom.
oh
The
yeah,
same way that Shannon don't play by LeBron, Skip
right.
got it 10 times worse with Tom Brady. He got it 10
They
times
was
worse.
giving, they was giving some heavy clips earlier this year too when they was getting into it about LeBron too. I feel like that was some of the ones that went viral.
Yeah, Skip, and it's kind of like Skip. I feel like Skip will take it, like for him to be like, say what he said.
Right.
Well, you were 35 when you had to retire, and Tom Brady is 45 and still playing well. Um, come on. Here we go. We got the clip, a little bit of the clip.
Still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Skip, that's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what I
never
did.
said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip.
See, and see to me, I heard Shannon. I think he did an interview with Mad Dog from ESPN. And he was Mad Dog.
Made Dog
Uh,
Russo.
yeah, Mad Dog was kind of asking him about the situation with him and Skip, um, and this was before this came out about him getting bought out from Fox. He was just like, man, well, man, Skip, we had a talk. Um, we had a talk, and you know, he was just saying, basically the basis of the conversation was, hey, man, we can disagree and we can go back and forth, but just don't let it get disrespectful, like from both sides.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot.
I feel like Skip go personal, like he went personal on this, you know.
I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I
so
got
what?
three Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than
way
you.
better.
Skip, what I got to see what you do? You take personal shots.
No,
when-
I
from this
don't
field.
take personal
Hold on,
shots.
time out,
You
time out.
Like, what does Tom Brady having being better than Shannon Sharp have to do with anything about him needing to retire? It don't make sense, man.
But see, I remember this episode. I don't remember if I was watching it in real time or not. I can't remember. I watched them damn near every morning, but I can't remember if I was watching this in real time or I was just watching back a clip off of YouTube.
Okay.
Shannon was giving this boy numbers on why. No. This is what they was talking about. It was like one of the people from Tampa Bay, like one of the either on the coaching staff or execs, I think coaching staff, that was basically saying, The coach would draw up a game plan for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady would hold a separate meeting and switch some things up in the plays.
Whoa.
And listen, the coach wouldn't even know about it until real in game time. In real time, the coach would not know anything about it until game time. When he called that play and he seen it in the game, he wouldn't know about it until then. So, and Skip was kind of like, so he's the greatest quarterback to ever play. And like that's kind of high, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of high. Man, dang, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna miss.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Can I finish? You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you
Go ahead.
you disrespect him. It's just so.
It's
beneath your
you would
dignity.
disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player ever played your game, and it's by far.
Have at it.
Okay,
Take off,
I'm going to have at it because I'm going to have at you.
Skip say, I'm gonna have at you. Yo, Skip so wild, man. And that's what she wrote, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. To me, that was it right there. That was it.
Did he throw glasses? I feel like he threw his glasses, man.
That was it right there, man. You know,
that hurt him in his soul.
Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like he played. That dude put everything into football.
Yeah.
And he is a Hall of Famer. He's a 3-time champion.
Yeah.
You know, and for Skip to be like, and this is a guy that never even played any sport past high school. He didn't even really play in high school.
Right.
Now, I remember when this is years ago when he was still on First Take, and this I think, this was like years ago. They had Jalen Rose on First Take with him and Stephen A. And Jalen Rose started getting on him about his high school numbers. He's like, "What'd you average? 1 point or 2 points a game or something like that?" And Skip was hurt by that. They talked about it the next day. I think, bro, they brought Jalen back on, and they talked about it the next day. And that's where Skip gave the story of he had like a horrible coach, like in high school.
Right.
Yeah. So he was really hurt by that. Now think about somebody that really. Man, he played it at the highest level you can play and one of the best to ever do it at his position, for sure. And you gonna say, like, come on, man. That's too personal.
Then they not even playing the same position. So it's like, how you even go?
Yeah, that's tomato. Yeah, that's like apples and oranges, bro. Like you can't and yeah, bro. Like that wasn't cool. He went too personal. Yeah. He went way too personal, man. He went way too personal.
A lot of the First Take debates when Skip was on there, they used to go live. I ain't gonna lie.
Him and Stephen A.
Yeah, before Max got on there, I think him and Skip was the better duo.
And you know why? Because they're both journalists.
Yeah.
They both come from the same world. It's nothing that Skip can say about they're both in the same world, so it's like, and they're both accomplished. Right. So he can't say nothing about Stephen A. Stephen A. can't say nothing about him. They both big dogs. Yeah. You know, but Skip with Shannon, he can say, "Oh, well, Tom had a better career than you, and he played longer, and all of this," you know. But he just went too personal. He went too personal, man.
Yeah. But I hope Uncle Shay go in and get him something else.
I really hope he go to First Take. I hope he go to First Take. Stephen A. said on his podcast he would support it if he would come on. I think he was like he can come on and do like a day a week because that's kind of how they got it. That's kind of how they got it structured on First Take right now.
Yeah. They kind of round robin with everybody.
Yeah. Which I think I like that. I like how they got it structured. Like
as long as Molly on there every week, it's whatever.
Yeah, she all right. Jalen, how you messed that up, boy? Nah, Hey, I heard that.
Hey,
I heard he filed for
that was
divorce.
the quietest union and divorce.
Nah, no doubt. That was very.
She was
They
Molly
did
Carol Rose, Molly
very
Carol
amicable,
Rose.
man.
They did that thing though. It was Molly Carol again. I say, damn, what a Rose with.
Yep.
Nobody say nothing. Jalen just say, I'm gonna just get another edge up, grow my hair out.
Put a little more sauce in it, dye them grays out. I'm back on the market.
It's wild out here.
Yeah, man.
But speaking of Stephen A, he just did Cameron's podcast. I don't know if you know.
Really?
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm gonna check that out.
I just saw it posted pic like an hour ago. But I was gonna say Cameron did a shout out to Shannon, man. He said he come on there. So I can see that, honestly.
Them dudes be clowning on. That's a podcast. That's not really a,
I definitely ain't gonna be the same market.
And he has his own podcast. So he got Club Shay Shay. He already got Club Shay Shay. So I'd rather see him.
I ain't heard them start tuning in today.
You ain't heard Club Shay Shay? Mm-hmm. Oh man, he just had Steve Harvey on. He done had Magic Johnson.
Oh wow.
He done had a lot of big wigs on there, man.
Shout out.
Yeah, check him out.
Yeah, shout out. Shout out. It is what it is. Dipset.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Let's see, man. That's some wild stuff, though, man. Like to have a falling out like that.
Yeah.
And you would think, together this man, they'd have some type of, at least some type of camaraderie with one another, where it wouldn't even get like that. But,
yeah, it went. Yeah. It went.
Of the whole playoffs, I wanted to ask this too. Who's two things? Who's your shocker as far as like who you seen ball out? It could be a player or it could be a team. Who's your shocker in the playoffs?
I definitely didn't think the Heat would make it to the finals.
Really? Yeah, that
going into the playoffs, like we talking day one, I definitely didn't think the Heat would make it to the finals. So and I'm gonna give you a player. As far as player, the Caleb Martin in the Celtics series, man. He was on, bro. Like I watched a lot of games. I watched him play a lot during the year. The way he was hitting threes in that series, hitting shots, period, in that series, bro. I didn't see this during the year.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I feel you. Who's just your best player that you had throughout the playoffs, though? Like who you didn't watch this?
Joker. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's mine too.
Yeah,
he making history, literally.
I mean, to be honest, he's probably the best player in the league. To be honest.
I said it earlier. I don't know if I said it on the show, but they gave Embiid that MVP this year
because he cried for it for the last 2
years.
Gave it to him. Yeah, you can have it, but go home in the second round. Like, I'm gonna try to go get. I'm gonna go for this finals. I'm gonna
get the finals MVP.
Yeah. You can have it. I got 2 of them back to back.
Joker definitely I got as my best player throughout the playoffs. My shocker. I'm gonna give just 2 separates just because I didn't see the T-Wolves even getting in.
Okay.
And then Austin Reeves, he really impressed me. Like especially like in those later rounds, he really impressed me. I thought he was gonna get to one of them points where he just fizzle out and be one of them others like Shaq and him. He's saying one of the others that just ain't really there with it, but he was consistent. He was aggressive. I think he definitely fit the mold of what it was needed around LeBron and them.
No, that's a good one. I think that's actually a good one. I didn't really think about Austin Reeves, but yeah, he played good. I didn't know if he was gonna play because he played good the second half of the year. But I didn't know if he was going to translate that into the playoffs.
Exactly. The playoffs changed stuff up, man. They
went to the West Finals, and he was he was the most consistent player besides LeBron.
Mm-hmm. And definitely, I feel like the third option.
Yeah. And I'll say consistent. He was the second most consistent player in the West Finals. Yeah.
That's solid, man. We go ahead and get into this black business shout out real quick, man. Who we got?
Yeah, man. This is actually my barber school, the barber school that I went to, Boss Man's Barber College. This is his new restaurant. I think they've been open maybe a year now. It's called Baju Eatery and Drinks. It's in Shreveport, Louisiana. Anytime you're out there, man, they got the man, they have like game nights, they have drink specials, of course. Good vibes up in there, of course they got all types of food. I've seen from steak to seafood, burgers, they got everything up in there, man. So y'all, if you ever in the Shreveport, Bossier area, stop by and check them out, man. And as I always say, tell them G sent you. Yeah,
Straight up. That's a black business shout out right there. Shout out to him for owning multiple businesses too. Come on now.
Yeah. He got that. I think he got 2 barbershops and a barber school. At least 2 barbershops, maybe 3, but and a barber school as well. So yeah, man. This is the guy, and I would love to bring him on one day if he would have time for us. This is the guy. I always say I had in barber school, I needed both instructors in my time there. I needed my day instructor and my night instructor. The day instructor was the guy who I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
He's the guy that helped me to realize and see that, oh shit, I can do this and I can make this certain type of money. Like, he helped me realize that. You know how sometimes they say sometimes you have to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
With him, I've seen it. And then,
man.
yeah. So yeah, and then on the other hand, my other instructor, he was the guy that kind of guided me how to cut, and kind of let me know what goes on in the barbershop and what to be aware of and stuff like that. I always say I needed both, but yeah, he's the guy that made me realize that I can do this at a high level and make certain type of money. I ain't gonna say how much I make. We won't do all that, but he was one of the guys that made me believe that I could achieve those goals for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, shout out, man.
Shout out Sean Boston, man.
Okay, shout out.
Shout out Sean Boston.
All right. Nah, man, I think that's so important. Like we say, we need those figures.
Yep.
And definitely shout out, especially when you get people that look like you, man. And those
exactly.
Relate a little bit more, so that's important, man. Shout out. I'm definitely gonna swing over there next time I'm in the booth.
Yeah, when you out there, man, look them up, man. Yeah.
Okay.
I will too. Whenever I hadn't stopped, I only been passing through, but I hadn't stopped in Shreveport in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Stop there and give me a little drink or something.
Yeah, man.
Man, gonna go into this 90s, 2000-ish.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know about these because we just in a different time now.
Okay.
Of course, Tyler Perry, man. This dude, crazy work ethic.
Right.
Dozens of shows all across different platforms. Has hit the movie scene big, especially with his Madea movies, and broke on the scene, especially to me, in the early 2000s with the plays. A lot of people don't remember the Tyler Perry plays. I remember the first one I saw was Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and I still will say to this day, far better than the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you know what's crazy? I don't think I've watched one of the plays. I may have seen a little bit of one of them or something.
Yeah.
But I never watched one of the plays. The first time I actually watched Tyler Perry in entirety is the movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Okay.
The first time. So I really didn't see any of the plays like that.
Man, if you ever just looking for something some nostalgia. So go get you a play, man. Get one of the plays. I'm sure you can download that joint now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's probably on YouTube.
Back in the gap, man, they was coming out still.
Burnt DVDs.
Oh yeah, yes, they still had some of them.
The burnt DVDs.
But yeah, they definitely was on the burnt DVDs. Yeah, man. It was just a cool thing to see for me because I don't think you really think of black motion pictures being in a play type of setting. You know, they were about to do a rendition of The Color Purple now too, with like more modern cast, which is kind of crazy. But we don't need that. They can keep that.
Oh man, leave that where it's at, bro.
They gotta do the remakes, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I hate that.
Man, they coming, but like I said, that was a different time for anybody that has never experienced the plays. Go back, watch the plays. I think just on a comedic level, they was much funnier. Definitely the Madea series was much funnier on the play format because I feel like he got to be a little bit more out of the box and in his character than more so the movie format. So
no doubt.
If you think, even if you think TP a little corny, I know some people be like, oh, he kind of corny with the movies and stuff. Go back and watch the plays. Plays a little bit more authentic. Yeah.
Okay.
90s, 2000 stuff for the week. And I think we got a TTFK coming out, right? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
TFTK. I tried to be cool.
Just say Tales from the King, man. Just say Tales from the
King. You're right.
Nah, man, so this one is and I know you remember, so you'll be able to, of course, chime in. You might have a quick story, but I can remember when we used to, we both was on nights. We was on nights, but it was always something like some type of beef with morning shift. They saying we not doing something. We saying they ain't stock up. They ain't stock up all my whopper meat, man, before they live. Y'all just let we it's like we was always, it was something. It was like it's like damn near every day. I remember at one point where it was something that somebody off one of the two shifts was complaining about.
No, for real.
I remember like when I would come in that mid shift, like that 11 to 7, 11 to 8, something like that. I'm there a few hours with them, and like they'll be talking noise about us, and I'll be like, "All right, bro, like come on, man, like you already know who I'm talking about."
Oh
you work in the kitchen. She used to work in the kitchen.
No, look, the crazy thing is, I'm kind of like you. I work the night shift during the week because I be at school during the day. And then on the weekends, I'm coming in the morning.
I started working mornings on the weekends, but yeah, when I first started, I was strictly nights. But yeah, that's how I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, is it that serious?
And then that's when you get into the little petty stuff.
Yep.
Couple people coming in, they got the registers ready and stuff to count them and all that.
Yeah. And then, and then especially like with me, when I would come in, they would already be talking about me because they go, I'll come in. And I'm fine. I'm Mr. 5 minutes late. And then when I come in, it'll be kind of like, I told you he was going to be 5 minutes late. And I'm just like, y'all ain't got nothing else to do, bro. Like
watching the clock for me.
Come on, man. If anything, I'm getting you more money. Nah, but I know when you ready to go, you ready to go. I ain't gonna lie. But I used to milk that 5 minutes, and ultimately it got my ass fired.
It was all a part of the process.
Yeah, man. I needed them to fire me to get where I'm at right now.
No, it'd be funny because I'd be working and I see you coming in, and whoever you're supposed to relieve, or they
already know who normally.
Hey, get her clock in, hurry.
Sometimes I'll come to the back and
parlay a little bit,
a shirt in, or I just something extra, make them a little more mad. That's it.
Oh shit, boy.
Yeah, piss them off a little bit more. Good times, man. Good times.
Yeah, man. if y'all didn't know, we if y'all new to the show, that's the Tales from the King. We used to work at Burger King together.
Yeah.
Back in the Gap. That was our jump start to first let us know that we did not want to be in that type of lifestyle, Phil.
Yeah.
And secondly, to aspire for more, aspire for better.
We had to.
Yeah, buddy.
Had to.
Yeah, man. Well, I think that's a wrap right there, ain't it?
That's all we got for today. It was a great show today, man. Great show.
I ain't shouting them out at the beginning, but shout out to the Now Legacy Network, our sponsor, putting us on. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. Make sure you get all that good content they got coming out. You can catch us part-time on the Sports Anonymous show over there as well, man.
Yep.
Shout out to the Now Legacy Network. Like I said, make sure you're hitting your Etsy shop, getting your Rich Dreamzz apparel merch. Got new drops on the way. Summertime about to get here, so we about to get y'all right. And then, of course, make sure you're catching the pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, Facebook Watch. We do the live stream every Friday at 7 p.m. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, getting with us. Drop on the comments, man, of where I need to go to therapy, man. I know.
Yeah, send both of us.
Yeah, it's
good therapist.
Preferably a black therapist, preferably.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. Man, this is your boy Smok3og for my man G Fades. Appreciate y'all, and remember, your dreams did not die. You just stopped chasing them. It's the Rich Show. Peace.
Yes, sir.